The next generation of consoles are almost here, but it's safe to say that the Wii U is the first in the lineup of next-gen consoles. It's not doing too well actually, with very little in the way of third-party support, but it's still a strong console. Today I take a look at two of my favorite Wii U titles so far, that and some PS Vita games, and a whole lot more. You've just entered the lab. Our first review for today is New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. I have a list of games. One could call it my Hall of Shame. There are just some games out there that I either never really played or completed. On that list will be games like Zelda, Assassin's Creed, and Mario Brothers. Now, I've played all these games, but I've never quite understood the craze. That's right, I never really played a Zelda or a Mario game that really hooked me. But thanks to the Wii U, that's a thing of the past. Now, Super Mario Bros. U has opened my eyes to a whole new experience. This might as well have been the very first Mario game ever created. Now, I'm not saying other Mario titles were no good. I enjoyed Sunshine, Galaxy, and so on, but I always lost interest after a few sittings. Let's get into it. The story is pretty much the same as it has always been. Bowser wants a princess, and this time he's thrown you and your friends all the way across the country, and you need to find your way back and get this annoyingly helpless princess. You know, on a side note, I've seen this princess duke it out in titles like Brawl. So she can clearly defend herself, so it leads me to ask the question, why does she choose to be Bowser's kidnapped victim every time? Crazy. I like the graphics in this game, although they're like most of the graphics I've seen on the Wii U so far, too little too late kind of thing. The graphics in Super Mario Bros. U looks like what the original Wii should have looked like, but they're still nice and help immerse you in Mario's little fantasy world. Although you're able to do most things effortlessly, Mario's slide emotions are a bit annoying and sometimes lead to unexpected falls. I like the inclusion of the Super Guide. It's kinda like training wheels, but if you don't have the patience to keep trying till you get it right, then this might be right up your alley. You're able to watch Luigi go through the stage after a few failed attempts on your part. I also appreciate the overall difficulty level of the game. Not too easy, not too hard, but most important, not impossible. Every stage, every boss battle can be overcome with the right strategy, and it feels real good most times when you beat a tricky level. Feels like it was worth the trouble. This speaks to the overall level design for each world. In true Nintendo fashion, each stage is expertly crafted in a way that will always maintain the balance of fun and challenge. The more seasoned platform game players will appreciate this more. You can tell by some of the comments on Miiverse that some of the younger players are getting their butts handed to them on some of these levels. The inclusion of Miiverse also adds to pretty much any Wii U game you play. To have a community for whatever it is you're playing does add a pretty cool element to the game. Reminds me of this gamer social site called Raptor. It's pretty much like the Facebook for gamers, and this is very similar to Miiverse. As you play through these stages in Super Mario Bros. U, you can post your thoughts and comments on a particular level or boss. The option to play with either the Wii Pad, the original Wii controllers, or the Pro controller is also a good addition. This way you'll never be able to blame the controller as you have several options. You can also play the entire game on the Wii Pad with the TV turned off. The various game modes and multiplayer options adds that element of replayability that's appreciated by many. I haven't spent too much time here, but from what I've experienced, it's another plus. The checkpoints are a bit questionable. I kinda wish they were more conveniently placed. But at least you can use the quick save option. I'd much prefer though to have a solid saved checkpoint after each level, and not at the end of a world or boss fight. All in all, I'm impressed with New Super Mario Bros. U, and recommend it to any gamer, even if this isn't your genre of choice. Look at me. One of the more common gamer mail that I receive for this show is, why don't I review other genres other than shooters? Well, that's because I mainly play shooters, but New Super Mario Bros. U makes me want to try more of these platformers. The lab gives New Super Mario Bros. U a 9 out of 10. After the break, we'll review Zombie U, plus a PS Vita title in the lobby. We also take a look at Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts.